One of the most frequently asked questions that we get on our channel is how can I shoot low lighting videos with my GoPro? In this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to achieve that and also give you some details on our newest giveaway, so stay tuned. Hey friends, welcome to California. This is Susie with Gemini Connect. And the first thing I want to tell you is that the GoPro is a really small camera with a tiny sensor. And that is a really big factor in determining if it's going to be really good at shooting in low lighting or not. And the fact of the matter is that it's not going to be the best low lighting camera. So if at all possible, I would recommend using a smartphone, a mirrorless camera, even a little point and shoot camera. Those cameras are going to do much better in low lighting. But if GoPro is all you have, there are a couple of settings that you can tweak to get better video. It's just not going to be the best video in low light. So really quick, I'm going to pop up all the GoPro settings that I'm currently using. And by the way, I am shooting this whole video on the GoPro Hero 10 Black. So the very first setting you want to tweak is your shutter speed. Typically, we leave our shutter speed on auto, and that works out really well as long as we have enough ambient lighting. But once the sun goes down or we step inside to somewhere that's really dark without enough lighting, the shutter speed is one thing that can help you get more brightness in your image. So if your shutter speed isn't on auto, then it's on manual, so you want to bring it down to be double that of your frame rate of your video. And that gives you cinematic settings, which gives you a little bit of motion blur in your image. Now, I've talked a little bit more about why you want to do that in a separate video, so I'll leave a link in the description below, but the bottom line is that it gives you cinematic video, but also helps you shoot better in low lighting, typically. So in this case, we're shooting in 4K video resolution, and our frame rate is 30 frames per second. So you want to bring the shutter speed down to 1/60th of a second. There is a little problem whenever you set your shutter speed manually though, and that is you lose some stability in your video. So even if you have HyperSmooth active, the shutter speed being so low does mean that your video is going to be a little bit unstable. So that's one reason why you might want to use a gimbal with your GoPro. We personally like to use the Inky Falcon gimbal. It works with our Hero 9 and Hero 10 and a lot of GoPros under those models as well. But having that gimbal allows us to shoot at a lower shutter speed and shoot in a darker condition and keep some stability in our shots. Another option is to do what I'm doing right now, which is put that GoPro on a tripod and just don't move it at all, and that will also help get you stable footage. So the next settings we want to tweak is our ISO. So the ISO minimum is usually 100. I'm going to leave that at 100 in this case as well. But the ISO maximum is the one that we can push a little bit as we're shooting in darker conditions. So typically, if I'm shooting out in bright conditions, then my ISO max is about 1600, and honestly, I really doubt that it's ever getting to 1600. But if I want to push my camera to shoot in low lighting, I might bump that ISO max up to 3200 or even 6400. So doing that is going to allow my camera to shoot in darker conditions and brighten up that image a little bit. But it does come at a cost, because the higher the ISO, the more grain or noise in your image that you're going to see. So that's something that's really not great on a small camera like GoPro. The higher the ISO, the more that image really degrades. On a bigger camera, such as a full frame camera, then you can push your ISO max higher and you won't see as much grain or noise in your shot. And so that's one reason to shoot with a bigger camera. But again, shooting with a smaller camera, that's just a cost. You can shoot a slightly brighter image, but your image doesn't look so great with your ISO max being so high. And my final tip for shooting with GoPro in low lighting is to use an external light source. Right now I'm actually using a really big light source. It's right next to this pool, and it's really helping illuminate me and actually some of the background behind me. But if I weren't using this light source, then this is what this shot would look like. So if you don't have a big external light nearby, something you can do is bring one with you, such as this LumeCube. This is the LumeCube 2.0, and it's a waterproof, crush-proof light. It's the perfect complement to GoPro, really, given its small size as well. It does have a little magnetic diffuser on top, and this little lighting combination is so great for shooting, and it doesn't matter if you're shooting with a GoPro or a smartphone or a mirrorless camera. It's so great at giving you just a little pop of light to help you shooting in darker conditions. Now let's talk about that giveaway. We're teaming up with LumeCube to give away a $100 gift card to the LumeCube website. And to enter, all you have to do is make sure that you're subscribed to our channel, Gemini Connect, and leave a comment down below on this video and tell us what made you find this video. How did you find it? And that's all you have to do to enter our giveaway. The giveaway is really short. We're going to draw a winner on Black Friday, and we'll notify that winner by email. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. Please enter the giveaway. We really love LumeCube, and it's one of the reasons why we're teaming up with them for this giveaway. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video.